Land of pharaohs and mysteries. Egypt is a country where ancient history and modern life are uniquely intertwined. Every corner holds relics of one of humanity's oldest civilizations. From the monumental pyramids of Giza to the impressive temples of Luxor, traveling through Egypt is like stepping back in time. In this video, we'll explore several of these sites and curiosities that make Egypt a unique place in the world. Number 1. Geographical data. Egypt is located in Northeast Africa with a small extension in Southwest Asia on the Sinai Peninsula. The country is bordered to the north by the Mediterranean Sea and to the east by the Red Sea. It is bordered to the west by Libya, to the south by Sudan, and to the east by Israel and the Gaza Strip. The River Nile, the longest river in the world, runs through Egypt from south to north, flowing into the Mediterranean Sea. This river is fundamental to the country's agriculture, creating a fertile valley that sustains a large part of the population. The main cities, such as Cairo and Alexandria, are located close to the Nile Delta and its banks. Egypt's territory is mostly desert. The Sahara Desert in the west and the Eastern Desert in the east stretch as far as the Red Sea. These deserts are known for their arid landscapes and sand dunes. The White Desert region has remarkable limestone rock formations. The Sinai Peninsula, situated to the northeast, is a mountainous desert area known for its Red Sea diving resorts, such as Sharm el-Sheikh and Dahab. The city of Taba, located at the northern end of the Gulf of Aqaba, is a border point with Israel. Egypt's geographical diversity, combining vast deserts, the fertile Nile Valley, and a strategic location, defines its main characteristics. Number 2. Mediterranean coast. Egypt's Mediterranean coast is a vibrant and diverse strip that stretches for around 1,000 kilometers. One of the most prominent cities in this region is Alexandria, founded by Alexander the Great in 331 BC. Alexandria is the second largest city in Egypt and an important economic and cultural center. Among its attractions are the Alexandrine Library, a modern homage to the ancient Library of Alexandria, and the Kate Fort, a fortress built on the site of the ancient lighthouse of Alexandria, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. To the west of Alexandria is the town of Marsa Matruh. Known for its white sandy beaches and crystal clear waters, Marsa Matruh is a popular destination for local and international tourists. Agiba Beach, with its picturesque cliffs and secluded coves, is particularly famous. Marsa Matruh also serves as a base for exploring the Siwa Oasis, one of the most isolated and beautiful oases in Egypt. Between Alexandria and Marsa Matruh is the town of El Alamein, known historically for the decisive battles of the Second World War that took place nearby. Today, El Alamein is home to museums and war memorials that attract visitors interested in military history. El Alamein's beaches are also notable, with luxury resorts lining the coast. Port Said, located at the northern entrance to the Suez Canal, is another important city on Egypt's Mediterranean coast. Port Said is a maritime trade hub and has a rich cultural heritage, visible in its colonial architecture and historical museums. The city is a departure point for Suez Canal cruises, offering a unique view of this important waterway. These cities, with their distinct characteristics and varied attractions, exemplify the diversity and richness of Egypt's Mediterranean coastline. Alexandria, Marsa Matruh, El Alamein, and Port Said are not only prominent tourist destinations, but also centers of history, culture, and economy that continue to shape Egypt's identity. Number 3. Karnak Temple. With so many fascinating historical sites in Egypt, it's hard to choose which ones to showcase. However, The Temple of Karnak is a place that deserves to be highlighted. Located in the city of Luxor, this temple complex is one of the largest and most impressive in the ancient world. The Temple of Karnak was built over almost 2 millennia, beginning in the Middle Kingdom around 2000 years BC, and continuing until the Ptolemaic era between the years 300 and 5 and 30 BC. It is dedicated to the god Amun-Ra, his wife Mut, and their son Khonsu. Karnak is not just a temple, but a vast religious complex with several smaller temples, chapels, obelisks, and a sacred lake. One of the highlights of Karnak is the Great Hypostyle Hall, which has 134 massive columns arranged in 16 rows. The columns are so large that they can impress any visitor. Another attraction is the obelisk of Hatshepsut, one of the largest ancient obelisks still standing, almost 30 meters high. The temple also contains numerous inscriptions and reliefs that tell the story of the pharaohs and their conquests. The Avenue of the Sphinxes, which formerly connected Karnak to Luxor Temple, is another striking feature of the site. Karnak is a testament to the grandeur and architectural skill of ancient Egypt. Number 4. Red Sea Coast. Egypt's Red Sea coast is famous for its crystal clear waters, vibrant coral reefs, and an abundance of marine life, making it a popular destination for divers and tourists in search of stunning beaches. This region offers a combination of natural beauty and modern tourist infrastructure. Hurghada is one of the best-known cities on the Red Sea coast. Originally a fishing village, Hurghada has become an important tourist destination. The city is famous for its long beaches and the variety of water sports available, such as windsurfing, sailing, and fishing. Hurghada is also a starting point for diving excursions, where visitors can explore coral reefs and historic shipwrecks. Sharm el-Sheikh, located on the southern tip of the Sinai Peninsula, is another popular destination. Known for its clear waters and coral reefs, Sharm el-Sheikh is a paradise for divers and snorkelers. Naama Bay is the heart of the city, with a variety of hotels, restaurants, and stores. The nearby Ras Mohammed National Park is a protected marine reserve that offers some of the best dive sites in the world. Dahab, situated to the north of Sharm el-Sheikh, is famous for its relaxed atmosphere and for being one of the best snorkeling spots in the world. Blue Hole, one of the most famous dive sites, attracts divers from all over the world. Dahab also offers opportunities for windsurfing and kite surfing, taking advantage of the region's constant winds. Marsa Alam, located further south, is an emerging destination that is gaining popularity. Known for its pristine coral reefs and diverse marine life, including dolphins and dugongs, Marsa Alam is ideal for those looking for a quieter, less commercialized experience. The city is also an access point for the Wadi El Jamal National Park, a protected area that combines deserts and mangroves. El Gouna is a resort town built especially for tourism, located to the north of Hurghada. Known as the Venice of Egypt for its canals and artificial lagoons, El Gouna offers a luxury experience with marinas, golf courses, and a variety of water activities. Egypt's Red Sea coast offers a unique combination of natural beauty, rich marine life, and tourist infrastructure, making it a must-see destination for travelers from all over the world. Number 5. Suez Canal. Connecting the Red Sea to the Mediterranean Sea, the Suez Canal is an artificial waterway that plays a crucial role in global maritime trade. Inaugurated in 1869, the canal stretches for approximately 193 kilometers, crossing the Egyptian desert from the city of Suez in the south to Port Said in the north. The Suez Canal allows direct passage between Europe and Asia, eliminating the need to sail around the African continent. This route saves time and costs for commercial vessels. The canal consists of a single lane with several passage areas to allow two-way transit for ships. Along the canal, cities such as Ismailia and Suez have supporting infrastructure and port facilities. The canal is constantly being maintained and expanded to accommodate the growing maritime traffic and the largest modern vessels. In 2015, a significant expansion, known as the new Suez Canal, was inaugurated to improve capacity and reduce waiting times for ships. The Suez Canal is managed by the Suez Canal Authority and generates a significant source of revenue for Egypt through transit fees. In addition to its economic role, the canal has strategic and historical importance, being a focal point in various geopolitical issues over the years. Number 6. Valley of the Kings. The Valley of the Kings is a necropolis located on the west bank of the River Nile, near the city of Luxor. This valley was used as a burial place for the pharaohs of Egypt's new empire between the 16th and 11th centuries BC. It is one of the most important archaeological sites in the world, attracting scholars and tourists interested in ancient Egyptian civilization. The valley is home to more than 60 tombs, including those of famous pharaohs such as Tutankhamun, Ramses II, and Seti I. These tombs were excavated from the rocky slopes of the valley, and many are decorated with paintings and inscriptions depicting funerary rituals and scenes from the afterlife, according to Egyptian mythology. The tombs vary in size and complexity. Some are simple, while others have multiple chambers and corridors. The tomb of Tutankhamun, discovered by Howard Carter in 1922, is one of the most famous due to the wealth of artifacts found intact. This find brought to light treasures that include the pharaoh's famous gold funerary mask, as well as jewelry, furniture, and other precious objects that accompanied the ruler on his journey to the afterlife. The Valley of the Kings also includes the tomb of Ramses VI, notable for its magnificent paintings and reliefs, and the tomb of Seti I, considered one of the most elaborate and artistically impressive in the valley. These tombs were meticulously decorated with texts and images from the Book of the Dead and other religious works. The site is under constant study and conservation to protect the tombs from deterioration caused by natural factors and human presence. Modern technologies, such as 3D digitization, are used to create detailed records of the tombs and preserve the information for future generations. In addition to the tombs, the Valley of the Kings is set in an impressive desert landscape with arid mountains and deep valleys. The surrounding environment offers rich decorations inside the tombs. The Valley of the Kings is a testimony to the Egyptian belief in the afterlife and the power and wealth of the pharaohs of the new empire. Its tombs, with their complex architecture and decorations, continue to fascinate and offer valuable insights into ancient Egyptian civilization. Number 7. Alexandria. Alexandria, located on the Mediterranean coast, is a city rich in history and culture. One of the most emblematic sites is the Bibliotheca Alexandrina, a modern homage to the ancient Library of Alexandria. This cultural center houses millions of books and offers a planetarium, museums, and art galleries. Another point of interest is the Fort of Capebay, a 15th century fortress built on the site where the famous Lighthouse of Alexandria, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, once stood. This fort offers panoramic views of the Mediterranean and the city, as well as a maritime museum that tells the naval history of the region. The Roman Theater of Alexandria, discovered in the 1960s, is a relic of the Roman era. This well-preserved amphitheater has marble seats and intricate mosaics, providing a glimpse of cultural life in ancient Alexandria. Pompeii's column, an important historical landmark, is a red granite column dating back to the 3rd century. This monument is the largest of its kind outside Rome and is surrounded by the ruins of the ancient Serapeum, a temple dedicated to the god Serapis. The Mosque of Abu al-Abbas al-Mursi is the largest mosque in Alexandria and an outstanding example of Islamic architecture. Built in 1775, the mosque is famous for its domes, minarets, and ornate interiors. The Montaza Palace and its gardens are a popular attraction. Built at the end of the 19th century, the palace combines Ottoman and Florentine architecture and is surrounded by vast gardens with breathtaking views of the sea. Alexandria is also known for the National Museum of Alexandria, which houses a vast collection of artifacts chronicling the city's rich history from pharaonic times to the modern era. Number 8. River Nile. The River Nile, more than 6,660 kilometers long, is the longest river in the world, flowing through 11 countries and emptying into the Mediterranean Sea. In Egypt, the Nile is fundamental to life and culture. The city of Luxor, on the banks of the river, is home to the Temple of Karnak and the Valley of the Kings. Cairo, Egypt's capital, is also situated along the Nile and offers impressive views from the Cairo Tower and the Egyptian Museum. To the south, the city of Aswan is known for the Aswan Dam and the Temple of Philae, located on an island in the middle of the river. Nile cruises are a popular way to explore these historic sites, providing a unique insight into the landscapes and rich cultural heritage along the river. Number 9. New capital. Egypt's new administrative capital is being built about 45 kilometers east of Cairo, designed to relieve the city's congestion and modernize the country's administrative infrastructure. This ambitious project covers an area of approximately 700 square kilometers and will include several government buildings, embassies, residential neighborhoods, shopping areas, and entertainment centers. One of the most prominent landmarks will be the iconic tower, planned to be the tallest building in Africa at 385 meters high. The city will also be home to the new Coptic Orthodox Cathedral, one of the largest churches in the Middle East, and the Grand Mosque, which will become one of the country's main places of worship. The plan includes a large central park, bigger than New York's Central Park, as well as a financial district with headquarters for international banks and companies. The transportation infrastructure will be highly modern, with a new international airport and an extensive network of trains and subways. The city is being developed with a focus on technology and sustainability, incorporating renewable energy and intelligent infrastructure. The new administrative capital project aims not only to decongest Cairo, but also to serve as a model for future urban development in Egypt. Number 10. Cairo. While the work on the new administrative capital is not finished, Cairo remains the seat of government and one of the most iconic and historically rich cities in the world. Situated on the banks of the River Nile, the city is an important political, economic, and cultural center of the country. At the heart of Cairo is Tahrir Square, an emblematic site that has witnessed many historical events. Next to the square is the Egyptian Museum, which houses a vast collection of ancient artifacts, including Tutankhamun's treasure. Old Cairo is an area that preserves the city's Coptic, Christian, Islamic, and Jewish heritage. Among the highlights are the Hanging Church, the Ben Ezra Synagogue, and the Amr Ibn Alas Mosque, the first mosque built in Africa. Another notable spot is the Citadel of Saladin, a historic fortress that offers panoramic views of the city. Inside the citadel, the Mosque of Muhammad Ali, also known as the Alabaster Mosque, is an architectural landmark with its imposing domes and minarets. The Cairo Tower, 187 meters high, offers a panoramic view of the city and the River Nile. The Khan el-Khalili Bazaar is one of Cairo's oldest and most famous markets, offering a vibrant experience with its spice, jewelry, and souvenir stores. Islamic Cairo, an area full of mosques, madrasas, and old markets, is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Al-Azhar Mosque, one of the most important centers of Islamic learning, is located in this area. In addition to the historical sites, Cairo is known for its lively nightlife, with many restaurants, cafes, and tea houses along the Nile Corniche. The city is also home to the Cairo Opera House, a cultural center that offers a variety of musical and theatrical performances. With a rich tapestry of cultures and history, Cairo remains a pulsating hub of activity and an important link between Egypt's past and present. Number 11. Economy. The Egyptian economy is diverse, encompassing sectors such as agriculture, tourism, manufacturing, and services. In 2023, Egypt's gross domestic product was estimated at approximately $404 billion, making it one of the largest economies in Africa. Agriculture is a crucial sector, employing around 25% of the workforce. The main crops include cotton, rice, corn, wheat, fruit, and vegetables. Against this backdrop, the River Nile plays a vital role in irrigating agricultural land. Tourism is a significant source of income, attracting millions of visitors annually to historic sites such as the pyramids of Giza, the Valley of the Kings, and the Red Sea. In 2019, before the pandemic, the tourism sector generated around $12.6 billion. Industry includes the production of textiles, chemicals, processed foods, and cement. The Suez Canal is a vital component of the Egyptian economy. In 2021, the canal generated around $5.84 billion in transit revenues, facilitating global trade by connecting the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea. The energy sector is also important, with Egypt being an exporter of oil and natural gas. The discovery of large gas fields in the Mediterranean Sea has boosted natural gas production, making Egypt a regional energy hub. The service sector includes banking, telecommunications, and information technology. The Central Bank of Egypt regulates the financial system, while the Cairo Stock Exchange is one of the oldest in the world. The Egyptian government has implemented several economic reforms to stabilize the economy, including liberalizing the exchange rate and reducing subsidies. These measures aim to attract foreign investment and foster sustainable economic growth. Number 12. Pyramids and Sphinx of Giza. On the west bank of the River Nile near Cairo, the majestic Sphinx of Giza and the iconic pyramids dominate the landscape. The Sphinx, with its lion body and human head, is one of the most enigmatic and fascinating structures of the ancient world. Carved directly into the limestone rock, the Sphinx measures approximately 73 meters in length and 20 meters in height. Built during the reign of the pharaoh Khafre, around 2,500 years BC, it is believed to have been conceived as a symbolic guardian of the pyramids around it. An intriguing fact about the Sphinx is its damaged nose, lost in unknown circumstances. Historians debate whether the damage was caused by religious iconoclasts or by cannon fire during the Napoleonic invasion. Between the Sphinx's legs is the Dream Stele, erected by the fourth pharaoh Thutmose. This pharaoh claimed to have dreamt that the Sphinx promised him the throne if he removed the sand covering it. Next to the Sphinx are the impressive pyramids of Giza, made up of the Great Pyramid of Khufu, the Pyramid of Khafre, and the Pyramid of Mykerinos. The Great Pyramid, originally about 146 meters high, is the only one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world that still exists. These pyramids were built as royal tombs, symbolizing the power and engineering skill of Egyptian civilization. The pyramids also fascinate with their complex internal chambers and galleries. The Great Pyramid has passages and chambers, including the King's Chamber and the Great Gallery, which continue to intrigue scholars and visitors. The Sphinx and pyramids of Giza are impressive testimonies to the skill and vision of the ancient Egyptians, attracting millions of tourists and researchers from all over the world. Their stories and structures continue to inspire awe and curiosity, keeping alive the legacy of one of the oldest and most influential civilizations in history. Number 13. Egyptian temples around the world. The treasures of ancient Egypt can be seen even in other parts of the world. After the construction of the Aswan Dam in the 1960s, several ancient temples in southern Egypt were in danger of being submerged by the waters of Lake Nasser. In response, UNESCO launched an international campaign to save these monuments. In recognition of the help received, Egypt gifted historical temples to several countries, allowing these masterpieces to be admired by audiences all over the world. The Temple of Dendur was donated to the United States and is now on display at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. Built around the year 15 BC during the reign of Emperor Augustus, the temple was dedicated to Isis and the gods Harpocrates and Osiris. The Temple of Dibad was donated to Spain and is located in Madrid. This temple, built at the beginning of the 2nd century BC and enlarged by the Roman emperors Augustus and Tiberius, was dedicated to the gods Amun and Isis. Today, it stands in the Parque del Oeste, offering panoramic views of the city. The Temple of Tafa was gifted to the Netherlands and is on display at the Rijksmuseum van Oudheden in Leiden. Dating back to the Roman period, between 25 BC and 14 BC, the temple is one of the museum's main attractions. The Temple of Alesia was donated to Italy and is located in the Egyptian Museum in Turin. Built during the reign of the pharaoh Thutmose III, around 1450 BC, the temple was dedicated to the god Horus. These temples, spread across different countries, are testimony to international collaboration and the preservation of Egypt's cultural heritage. They continue to be important cultural and historical attractions, connecting visitors from all over the world to ancient Egyptian civilization. Number 14. Egyptian cotton. Egyptian cotton is recognized worldwide for its high quality and durability. Grown mainly in the Nile Delta, this type of cotton stands out for its long, fine fibers, which result in extremely soft and resistant fabrics. Egypt's ideal climate and fertile soil contribute to the production of superior cotton, prized for its softness and luster. The history of Egyptian cotton dates back to the 19th century, when Muhammad Ali Pasha introduced its cultivation to the country. Since then, it has become one of Egypt's main export products and is highly demanded by the global textile industry. Clothes and sheets made from Egyptian cotton are known for their luxurious feel and exceptional durability. As well as being used in the manufacture of clothing and bedding, Egyptian cotton is also appreciated in the production of towels, guaranteeing superior absorbency and softness. The Egyptian cotton label is an indication of premium quality, and products with this certification are highly sought after by consumers looking for the best in comfort and longevity. With its unique characteristics, Egyptian cotton continues to be a symbol of excellence in the global textile industry. Number 15. Everyday life. In the bustling streets of Cairo, Egypt's capital, life follows a vibrant and dynamic rhythm. With a population of over 100 million people Egypt is a diverse country where ancient traditions coexist with modernity. In urban areas, many Egyptians work in sectors such as commerce, services, and public administration. The informal labor market is also significant, with many street vendors and small traders contributing to the local economy. On the streets, it is common to see vendors selling fruit, vegetables, and other products, as well as small stores offering a variety of goods. Agriculture remains a vital part of life in Egypt, especially in the rural regions. The River Nile is essential for agriculture, providing water for irrigating wheat, rice, cotton, and vegetable crops. Many farmers work on small family farms, using techniques that have been passed down from generation to generation. Living conditions vary widely. In big cities like Cairo and Alexandria, some areas are developed with modern infrastructure, while others face challenges such as overcrowding and a lack of basic services. In many rural villages, access to essential services such as health and education is limited. The family plays a central role in Egyptian society. Families are generally large, and it is common for several generations to live together or close to each other. Cultural and religious traditions influence many aspects of daily life, from celebrations and festivals to social norms and dietary practices. Egypt is predominantly Muslim, with a significant Coptic Christian minority. Religion strongly influences daily life, including prayer times, fasting during Ramadan, and celebrations of religious holidays. Transportation in urban areas is a mix of modern subways, buses, cabs, and tuk-tuks, while in rural areas, many still rely on bicycles, carts, and walking to get around. Despite the economic challenges, Egyptians find ways to enjoy life. Cafes and tea houses are popular meeting places where people socialize and discuss the events of the day. Soccer is the most popular sport, with local matches attracting large crowds and bringing communities together. This brings us to the end of another journey through our bello mundo. If you want to continue traveling with us, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on our next adventure.